Alexander Isak.
I've just been getting sent.
The last time, fella, that me and you sat around this pod table was actually a couple of weeks ago before I went away. So I haven't seen you since, have I?
Oh, yeah,
so,
2 weeks.
The latest on it is that Eddie Howe has come out with a bit of a scathing monologue on Alexander Isak, and he said on the news of Alexander Isak returning to Newcastle after he spent a few days with his ex, I'll call it, in Real Sociedad training, he said, and I agree with him, to be honest, Eddie Howe, he said, "You have to earn the right to train with us. We are Newcastle United. The player has a responsibility here to be part of a team and part of a squad. You have to act in the right way. So that is also at play here. We'll make sure that any player that does we'll make sure that any player does that to earn the right to train with the group. No player can expect to act poorly and then train with the group as normal."
Yeah.
And this comes
That's
off
fair.
the back of him going to train with Sociedad, almost not returning messages, going a bit AWOL in the midst of this transfer battle between Liverpool and Newcastle. We've bid 110. Then we were told that, Liverpool are stepping away. There will not be a second bid. Then we saw that Sesko has heavily been linked now to Newcastle. Liverpool almost backed away to said, "Go on, you sort yourselves out," knowing that you haven't got 140 in the bank that another club can inflate your price for Sesko. Once you sorted yourself out, we'll be back with this second offer. I assume, and I hope, that it will be this week. We could be talking about today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, I feel like, when the second bid officially gets lodged. What do you make of the whole situation so far?
It's dragging on like mad. It's been really frustrating, to be quite honest with you, to watch it all. The player obviously wants to leave. He does not want to stay at Newcastle. He's kicked up a hell of a fuss, right? Liverpool fans were asking him to do this, and he has. He's gone AWOL. He's went to his ex-club, as you said.
And we never thought he'd do this.
No, he turns 26 in September, mate.
Does.
Next year he's 27. Then his price really does start to go down, in my opinion. When you're starting to get into 27, 28, you're looking at Lucho. You've only got probably another 3 or 4 years left in you at the top level, potentially. You never know. These top players can go for a long time, but also you might. That's traditionally what it's been. So I think it needs to be done this window or January, to be quite honest with you. It just needs to be boxed off. We need to get the maximum out of him. If we're going to spend £100 and something million on a player, we need to get the absolute most out of him. It's as simple as that. He's already injury prone, right? So I'm already quite suspicious about that type of record that he's had. But he's worth the money in his quality, without a shadow of a doubt. I just want to get it over the line, mate. He doesn't want to be there. Let him go. Let it happen. We just need to make sure that they need to make sure they get a replacement for him. As soon as that happens, we've got the money to fund the transfer and just make it happen now.
What do you make of the £110 million bid?
It's a joke. That's a big amount of money, lad. That's a huge fee. Is that the record already? 110?
That would be the record. What I mean by that question is they have quoted him as saying, well, first of all, he was not for sale. Then he was 100 million. Then he was 150. And I think the 110 says, listen, we're not just going along with this wild goose chase where you say a number and we match it. Yeah. Like 110 is still a record. It's still a lot of money. And just so you're aware, when we come back with the second bid, it's not going to be 150. No. It might be 120 tops, but like he is not worth more than 120. In my opinion, he's not worth more than 120.
No football player on this planet is worth more than 120, lad. Yamal, maybe. That's about it, lad.
Maybe Yamal.
Because he's that good and he's that young.
And maybe... Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's dragging on, mate. But it's really doing me. I didn't know.
I think Liverpool were quite clever, actually, by saying, look, we're not going to just run up to 150 just because you say he's worth that. We're going to offer what we think he's worth. Yeah. And you must be in a very strong position to turn down 110 mil. We understand that they're going to have to obviously outlay maybe 75 to get hold of Sesko.
But the question is this, lad, right? If he goes into this new season and he scores 40 goals, loads of goals, he's the best striker in the world, is his price going to go up or down? It's not. It's going to go down because his contract's gone down. He's 1 year older. They're not going to get... This is your time to maximise his value.
It's now or never.
It is. Otherwise, the price is just going to slowly go down as his contract and his age. His contract goes down and his age goes up. It's going to happen. So they just need to let him go. It's as simple as that. He wants to play for a better quality team. He wants to win the major trophies. If the fans really care about him, they'll let him do it, mate. It's as simple as that, honestly.
Alan Shearer's not happy.
And of course he's not. It's one of them where Newcastle really now want to establish themselves as a strong team, and I totally understand it. They've got a massive sense of pride in the club and the city, and it's similar to Scousers in that way. I totally respect it. But you've got to understand that we are the better club. Right now, Liverpool are a far superior team. Of course, always have been, but I'm just trying to be diplomatic here, right? Right now, we are, and you've got to admit that. So Of course, he's going to go and want to win the biggest prizes with the best teams. He's at his prime now. He's 25, 26. This is his time for his big move. You'll get fantastic money for him. And you know what? The best thing to happen to Jurgen Klopp in his tenure was selling Philip Coutinho, because it facilitated us to go and get Alisson and Virgil, two of our greatest ever players. That can happen for Newcastle as well. You've just got to spend it well. And they have traditionally spent the money all right, in my opinion. They got Bruno Ramirez, they got Gordon, they got Isak in. Like, they've spent well. They got, what's that young lads at the back? Botman. He was decent as well when he was injured. But, yeah, you spent well. So I don't doubt that if you get a big lump sum of money from Liverpool, that you'll go out and find somewhere. It's just that this transfer window has been increasingly difficult for them. They've been rejected by about 17 different players. So that's why they'll cling on to him no matter what. But will he be the same player for you? Are you going to have the same relationship? I don't know. Football moves on very quickly. If he scores a goal against Liverpool at St James's Park, I'm pretty sure they'll forgive him quite quickly. Yeah. So that's the way football is.
Isak is a rat outside the training ground.
Yeah,
you know, and we've been there ourselves. We do, obviously, you know, Newcastle fans might think we're being patronising by saying this, but we have been there ourselves, right? We've sold Coutinho, we've sold Suarez, we've sold Torres, we've had to sell a lot of these players to get
Suarez.
The money
we nearly won the league. We came second, and then Suarez dipped. He got off. He chipped out to Barcelona, mate. We understand what it feels like, but the money that you get can build a strong team. We bought Mo Salah for 30 million. We bought Mane for 30 million. It can happen, and your board's got to be smart enough to work at where it is right now. It's not the best club in the world. It's not even close to being one of the best in the world. So you just have to work about where you are.
We've made 150 mil from sales this year alone. Tyler Morton's, by the way, big up to him. He's
so
on his
happy
way
for
to
him.
Lyon.
So happy for that kid, because he's a good all-rounder.
Fantastic footballer.
He is.
I actually had my a trim in Liverpool on Saturday, and the guy who cuts my hair is the same barber as Tyler. And he was due to come in and get a trim, but he texted him saying, "Sorry, bro, I've got to go to France and tie up this contract." So that's the money that we've made from selling players. But let's not forget, and I've had Newcastle fans in my DMs saying the cartel and, you know, the big six are catered for.
Do you know who your owners are, kid?
Well, listen, I said we earn twice as much as you do. Liverpool have earned, and this isn't even the last season, by the way, it's the season before that, because the accounts, the April to April, the financial year. So in 23-24, Liverpool earned £615 million, and that's not from player sales, that's from sponsors, that's from ticket sales, that's from shirt sales, that's from, you know, our global reach that we do have, from what that accumulates into. This year, the season just gone, because it's a year in lieu, isn't it? So next time we know about our financial results, it should be even way more than that, because we won the Prem. You know, we've won this Adidas deal, which is a 10-year deal. It's a lot of money.
£600 million it is.
It doesn't surprise me that we are able to spend double, if not triple, than Newcastle.
And I do understand what Newcastle are saying there, right? It's saying, like, you can make money in other places where they can't. And that's because of the global success that we've had over 50, 60 years. Yeah. Man United right now are skint, but they've still been able to buy 2 players, 3 players, because of the global revenue that they make from the support that they have everywhere. It's just the way it is in football right now. We have to be smart. Liverpool went 30 years without winning the bloody league, and Jurgen Klopp and the board were the most smartest, intelligent buys that they could possibly do, and it worked. Newcastle have to go and do a similar model, because you're not going to be able to do the City one, because now the financial fair play rules are completely different. You can't go out and just spend what you want and do what you want. So honestly, I think it's better for both clubs to let Isak go, to let him come to our club. You get a massive fee for him, which you can reinvest into another player who's going to be younger and might be better for the future for you. And then you can invest it into another player as well in your midfield or whatever you want to put it, in your defence, because your defence is like hard shocking. So, you know, just let him go. Just let him have us.
Yeah, because the longer you kind of don't let him leave, the less time you have to replace him. I think we know, and the less appealing he is as well.
He becomes less appealing, in my opinion.
Yeah. And someone in the chat there just said, you sell him now, it's 130 million. You wait a year, he's 70, 80 million.
That's what, and I agree with you. Yeah. It is even if he scores 40 goals, his contract goes down and his age goes up. That affects price. It definitely does. So if I'm being totally serious, Newcastle just need to maximise. That's what this season is right now. You have created a wonderful player like we did with Philip Coutinho. Fantastic footballer. Now sell him for the big profit so you can invest back into the squad. It's madness. I've seen all kinds of Newcastle stuff, and I don't want to hate on Newcastle, right? Because I actually,
like them.
I love that city.
Yeah.
I love the people from
We had
Newcastle.
our
We're
moment.
the same. We're Celtic brothers and sisters. That's what we are. Like, we both got mad accents. We're both on the coast. We both, don't necessarily resonate with the English identity and stuff.
They
Like,
do a lot more, to be fair.
do they?
Yeah, they love England.
How are you, mate?
Well, we had our moment, didn't we, with that Geordie outside Wembley.
We respect yous.
And there is live pictures coming in. 11 minutes ago, Pete Graves says it's an exclusive. Alexander Isak arrives at Newcastle training ground this morning. He's the only player here. The rest of the squad only landed back from South Korea at 8:40. It's now 10:30, and they've been given the day off by Eddie Howe. So the updates are coming into us, and obviously he's pulled up in his Brabus G-Wagon. It's a beautiful car.
It is a belter.
And he is now inside that training ground to have these talks with Eddie Howe, where I assume he will, let him know and remind him of his position, which is, I'd like to leave the club. Can you facilitate that for me? But he's probably got some grovelling to do and a bit of
How do you deal with this if you're Alexander Isak right now? What would you do? So right now, I want to leave this club. I don't want to be here, but also I'm a professional and I have to get on with my job that I'm contracted to do and get paid millions of pounds to do as well. So does he just kick on, deliver the quality that he already has, and then hope for the move with Liverpool? Or does he really dig his heels in now and go, Newcastle, I do not want to play for you. It's time to maximise my value and sell me to another club so I can do what I want to do and you get the money for me. Or everyone wins. It's a difficult situation for him. I know Eddie Howe, if it were me and I was Eddie Howe, I'd be putting my arm around him and going, lads, I totally get where you're at right now. They're a better squad than us and they want to go and win big trophies.
Say that, though,
of course he's not, but we are. I would be saying this and I'd be saying, but just give us them extra 6 months, just give us that extra year and then we ship you out, lad, and you go and win them big trophies. But we just need this because we've looked after you, we believed in you, we give you this opportunity in our club and you've won a trophy with us, and who knows what happens next season. That type of stuff you should be saying. You shouldn't be shunning him. You shouldn't be going, you shouldn't do that, because he's a football player. Where he is right now is because of how competitive he is, so that means he wants to win everything. He deserves to. He's one of the best players in the world right now. Strikers, anyway. It's difficult. It's really difficult.
Alan Shearer has been quoted as saying on the rest of his football, no individual is bigger than any football club. Facts. I agree with that. And if he doesn't want to be there, fine. Get what you can. Get him out and say thanks very much for the memories. Off you go.
That's the way that's spot on.
That's what I said about Trent.
Yeah.
Obviously, we only got 10 mil in, but at the end of the day, whatever football club you support, right, whether that's Liverpool, Yeovil, Barnet, Southend, if the football player does not want to be at that football club any longer, he should not be there.
I agree. No one's bigger than the club, and the only constant in football is the fans. So they have to respect the fans, but it's the incentive. Now, what incentive does Isak have? Does he have an incentive to play so that he can get his big money move? I think that's still there for him to want to deliver some quality for Newcastle, but the morale in the squad, I don't know how that's going to be. You've seen it with Trent, when Trent obviously knew he was going to leave for a long time. Even our players were still going to meet up with him, having a nice time. They're all his mates, do you know what I mean? So I don't think he's going to have a particularly difficult time trying to get it back into a Newcastle team when he's the best player there, to be quite honest. I think he'll do all right. I just think they should just let him go, and we should get him from a Liverpool side, because he's going to perform much better with us. He's going to win the trophies that he needs to. All of that stuff, lads. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So he has returned to training. The nature of the talks will be very interesting to understand. I mean, there's probably, a couple of options that he could go down in terms of how he appeals to the better nature, the kinder nature of Eddie Howe, but I don't think he's going to be happy with Isak. And
I'm not going to be looking forward to the rhetoric on social media, mate, when if he doesn't come to Liverpool. Newcastle fans are going to pile it on. But I just want you to know, don't do that, because he's going to leave at some point and you'll get it back. So just, you know what I mean? Just enjoy him from while you've got him, mate.